Okay, everyone, welcome. We are IRL Social Skills, and today we are going to introduce ourselves and give a sample lesson. Okay, so let's see. Sample lesson. Okay. All right. So, who is IRL Social Skills? We are going to tell you. Stop sharing, and then I'm going to share again. Hi, I'm Mara McLaughlin, founder of IRL Social Skills.
I'm Tommy Murphy.
Emily Ronaldo here.
My name is Ian J. Knighton.
Coming at you live from the banks of the mighty Willamette here in Portland, Oregon.
Currently in Oahu, Hawaii.
San Diego, California.
Scottsdale, Oregon.
Aloha and mahalo.
We are IRL Social Skills.
It is an honor to be doing exactly what.
I'm going to start over. Good.
Good. I was like, I can't be the only one.
Hi, I'm Mara McLaughlin, founder of IRL Social Skills.
I'm Tommy Murphy.
Emily Ronaldo here.
My name is Ian J. Knighton.
Coming at you live from the banks of the mighty Willamette here in Portland, Oregon.
Currently in Oahu, Hawaii.
San Diego, California.
Scottsdale, Oregon.
Aloha and mahalo.
We are IRL Social Skills.
It is an honor to be doing exactly what I am called to do.
We're a fun-loving, quirky, and energetic bunch who just cannot wait to meet you.
The program for the education and enrichment of relational skills, or PEERS, a social skills curriculum from UCLA, is distinct from other social skills curriculums for two reasons. One, it's evidence-based with longitudinal studies to show that it helps teens learn how to make and keep friends. And two, the parent training component, which helps facilitate carryover of these skills in real life.
Over my career, I have really specialized in working with the neurodiverse.
Here at In Real Life Social Skills, we offer tips and strategies to help you maintain long-lasting relationships.
It is my duty and my passion to offer you innovative parent training, artistic, music, therapy modules, and nostalgia to let everyone in these classes know that there are people in the world that are still empathetic and believe in positive socialization and enhancing social skills.
And remember, friendship is
Dating.
a choice. Listen, you don't need a lot of friends, just one or two who have your back.
Social skills are skills, and the only way that we can hone in and improve our skills is by practice. And this program really allows the neurodiverse to practice those social skills.
It's social hour, so let's talk.
See you soon. Okay. And great.
So cool. Even if it was a little bumpy, I think we got the gist of it. I enjoyed that video.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it too. It brought back memories of when we first started.
I know.
Yes, and it was made by the great Emily Ronaldo.
Thank you. Everyone put in some effort. We all took some video clips and sent it through. So I think we all did a nice job.
Yes. Okay. So now let's go back to this. All right. So just like we said, what is, oh wait, hold on a second. Let's do introductions. So I'm Mara McLaughlin, speech language pathologist, she, her. I'm in Portland, Oregon, and I'm the owner and founder of IRL Social Skills. I like to sing and play with my dog. Coach Ian.
Hello, my name is Ian J. Knighton, and I like to use the pronouns King and Your Highness. But today, but today we're going to use he and his. I am originally from a small town called Cuthbert, Georgia, which is 2 hours outside of Atlanta, Georgia. But I moved here to Oahu, Hawaii from Sacramento, California. So hello to my family, both in Georgia and California. What I do for a living is I am what you call a traveling registered behavior therapist, and I get an opportunity to serve people all across the world. My hobbies are singing, acting, which I am the first male to ever be casted in a Broadway production of The Wiz that's up and coming that I'll tell you about later, probably. And I enjoy cooking food. And just being with friends. But that's Ian J. Knighton. I'm Coach Ian.
Nice. Thank you, Coach Ian. Coach Emily.
Hi, everyone. I'm Emily Ronaldo. Pronouns are she and her. I live in San Diego, California, originally from upstate New York. I am a speech language pathologist. And on the weekends, in my spare time, I'll probably be taking pictures at the beach or in the desert. And I also enjoy yoga.
Woohoo. Coach Tommy.
I'm Tommy Murphy. I am also a speech language pathologist. I work at Reynolds High School in Troutdale, Oregon, where I run a program specifically for students on the spectrum. I really love working with this population. I use the pronouns he, him, his. I am in Portland, Oregon, originally from Houston, Texas. And as far as my hobbies go, I really enjoy dancing, and I hula hoop, and I spin poi, and yeah.
So cool. Thanks, y'all. Coach Ian.
So what we're going to talk about tonight is what is Peers. Peers is an international program that was developed at UCLA in 2004. This program has been translated in over a dozen languages, and it is used in over 70 countries. This is an evidence-based practice for social skills programs in which it has 3 divisions: Peers for preschoolers, Peers for adolescents, and Peers for young adults.
Nice. Coach Tommy.
So Peers is an evidence-based curriculum for both teens and adults. We have 2 different modules to go from. And what's really, really awesome about this program is not only are we having classes going for the students, but we also have a class running at the same time for either parents or caregivers at the same time. Yeah. So the requirement for this is that the student really needs to be socially motivated to make the gains that they can get in this curriculum. And this curriculum really addresses core social skills.
Yes. Coach Emily.
All right. So in this program, it is the enrichment of educational and relationship skills. And what we do is we teach ecologically valid skills. So that means that they can be practiced out in the community, out in the real world. You'll be able to use these skills at your job, in your school, with your friends, or maybe when trying to make some new friends.
It's a 16-week curriculum, and it's 90-minute sessions per week. And we have a library of video role play demos that we use. In addition to the Peers curriculum, we've also added some more pro-neurodiversity skills on the advice of an actually autistic consultant that we hired who's non-speaking. He advised, and this is in keeping with the latest research by actually autistic people, to address increased perspective taking, boundary setting, self-advocacy skills, and interoception or mind-body awareness skills. So now we are going to kind of give you a little sample of a class. So the beginning of class will start with a short meditation to target the interoception skills, the feeling of feelings that arise in the body, so that we can practice emotional regulation and emotional sobriety by tuning into what is happening in our bodies. Because we all tend to be, unless we practice, we all tend to be kind of cut off between our mind and our body. So we work to integrate the senses like that. Coach Ian.
All right. So, as she stated, we do begin our practices with a meditative moment, and then we go into our standards. Here you see our standards where it says, listen to others in the group. And that is important because if you don't listen, you can't really hear what someone's saying. We also ask that all of our participants, when we are in our lesson, keep their cameras on, avoid doing other things, follow the directions that are given not only by the coaches, but also by your peers that are engaging. Raise your hand or use emojis such as a thumbs up, a wave of a hand, a yes or a no, a smiley face, a laugh, or a celebration, a party, because we like to party every now and then. Be respectful, meaning no teasing, no swearing, and most importantly, let's have fun.
Yes. Coach Emily.
So defining friendships, what we talk about in this course, we'll go through and really describe in great detail what is a friend. We want you to know when you have a friend. We'll discuss what friends might have in common, and maybe even what a best friend means. So we go through and in great detail. We really like to define friendship and look at it in its entirety.
Nice, thank you. And we have a rich discussion around that with the participants. Mm-hmm. Coach Tommy.
And really what it boils down to is friendship. The qualities are vast, right? And we have this list here, but a true friend is really more than just this list. But a few things is, you have to have common interest. You're kind to each other. You're caring. You support each other. You have a mutual understanding of what your relationship is. Commitment, loyalty, honesty, and trust. Everybody's kind of on the same level as each other. You're able to disclose the things that might be more sensitive with a friend, and then also how to solve problems with your friends, because they happen to all of us.
Yes, and something that we emphasize is friendship is a choice, and both people have to choose it. Coach Ian.
Here we take a moment to ask our peers and also ask our coaches, what are the different types of friendships? Now, those of you that are watching, what I want you to do in the commentary is to type what you think a type of friendship is. It can be a variation of different things. Those friendships can be associations, like people we commonly see at the grocery store, or we meet on a dog walk, or friends that we have that we play video games with, or friends that we are in the book club with, church members, co-workers, or it can be lifelong friends such as your neighbors, or it can be somebody who you consider to be almost like your family. I know for myself, I have some best friends that over the years, they have become family. So here is where we pose the question again, what are the different types of friendships? In our class, as we go to the next slide, we describe 5 different types of friendships. And as stated before, they are online friends, acquaintances, casual friends, regular friends, and best friends. Here we pose another question. Do each of these type of friends have a lot of characteristics of a good friend? And we take a moment, just as we're going to do now, to think about that question. So rephrasing the question, do you think of these 5 categories that they have the characteristic of being a good friend? As Coach Tommy stated, a good friend is someone who you can tell secrets to. Coach Emily, why don't you add something to that?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe with regard to that question, do these characteristics have the quality of a good friend? Well, sure they can. If you trust your online friend, then yeah, they could be a good friend. If your acquaintance, or excuse me, maybe your casual friend, if they support you, then yeah, that is a quality or a characteristic to be a good friend.
I completely agree.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do too. All right, Coach Tommy.
Yeah, so the next part of the training is we go over what the rules are when we're having a conversation, and that goes to the next slide. And these are really the major takeaways when you are having a good conversation that are happening, right? You're asking the person's question, the people questions. You're following up with another question, or you answer your own question. But really, what you're looking for is that you're finding common interests, so that you have a foundation to grow from. And that you are also sharing that conversation equally, and not dominating that conversation by asking too many questions or focusing so much on yourself, but giving your partners ample time to share that conversation as well.
Perfect. Yeah, and so Tommy just mentioned some of the common social errors that people might make when talking with others. And we are going to watch a little video clip.
Hey Allison, how was your weekend?
It was really good. How was yours?
It was really good. Yeah, I went to go see the new sci-fi movie with my
I wanted
friends,
to
and
see
it was
that. Where
such
did you?
a good movie. We
Yeah.
had a great time.
Who did
and
you
then
see
we
it
got a lot of popcorn and chocolate, and we had such a good time. And after that, we all went to dinner together, and we went to my favorite pizza place, and we got the best pizza, and it was huge. It was so big, and I had half of it. And then after that, we had a sleepover, and we stayed up all night. And I stayed up the latest. I stayed up till 3 a.m, and now I'm super tired. And I have so much to do today. I'm gonna go swimming, and then after that, I'm gonna walk my dog to the park. It's my favorite park by my house, and yeah, I'm really excited. I have a really long day, but I'm really tired because last night I stayed up really, really late, and it was fun.
Yeah, and then we go into these perspective-taking questions. Go ahead, Coach Tommy.
Yeah. So we go into these questions, and we talk about what might have what the disconnect might have been in that conversation for both of them. We're looking really at things like body language and how much time each one of them is talking, and are they building off of what each other are saying?
Yes, and so we have these this Socratic method of inquiry. What was that like for the other person? What did Allison think of Alina? Would she want to talk to Alina again? And we also add on to that. So was Allison, we noticed things about her body language. Was she being kind of rude?
Mm.
Yeah, she was being kind of rude. So we kind of take it to that other level of looking at both sides and making sure that we pick people. We got to get in where we fit in. That we pick people who are kind to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree.
So, Coach Emily.
Awesome. So thank you, Coach Mara. So when we're trading information, Something to avoid is being a conversation hog. Alina dominated the conversation. She didn't really let the, other woman, Allison, get a word in. But Allison started to get frustrated and have some tense body language that she didn't want to be there. There were both aspects in that conversation that could have been improved. Another thing to avoid is being an interviewer. You can't just sit there and drill someone with questions. That doesn't feel good. A conversation is supposed to be reciprocal, to give and take, a back and forth exchange. And something you should probably avoid is getting too personal right away. Again, we want to find gentle, common interests to start, and then maybe once you can determine if you trust this person, if they support you, if you can self-disclose, all of those characteristics we discussed earlier, then it might be a little okay to become a little bit more personal with them. So.
Exactly, Coach Emily. And, these things take time. It's just like, have you ever grown a plant? It takes time. It takes time to grow a friendship. It takes time to develop that intimacy.
Yes.
To me see. And over the course of our 16 weeks together, we will really achieve a level of intimacy in both the teen or adult group and with the parent or social coach group. Okay, so now we'll watch an example of good conversational skills.
Hey Allison, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. How was your weekend? What'd you do?
It was really nice. I actually went to Comic-Con.
No way.
I went last year, but I couldn't make it this year.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Yeah, I bet it was. Did you dress up?
Yeah, I did. I spent weeks on my costume. I sewed it myself, but it was so much fun because everyone was dressed up.
I did the same thing last year.
Yeah?
Yeah. Did you take pictures with people?
Yeah, I took photos with almost everyone. What about you?
I did the exact same thing. I want to do it next year too.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. I'm already thinking of costume ideas for next year.
Oh my God, I need to start.
I know, right? We should get prepared.
I know. I really want to see your photos though.
Yeah, I want to see yours too.
Okay.
Coach Tommy.
Yeah, and then just like we did with the conversation errors, we go through these same three Socratic questions and talk about what it was like for each side by reading their body language, listening to their tone of voice, thinking about their topics and how much they're sharing the conversation, and then really thinking about who do we want to have conversations with.
Nice. Thank you, Coach Tommy. Coach Ian.
So during our classes, we have something called Breakout Sessions where each one of these four coaches that you see up here, Coach Mara, Coach Tommy, Coach Emily, and myself, we divide the classroom or we divide the peers into two to four rooms. We take about 5 minutes and we get to talking about different things, and we get real interpersonal, such as asking people if they have pets, where they live, their favorite TV shows, music, movie, weekend events, what they like to eat. And this is where we practice these skills on asking questions, taking turns, asking a follow-up question, and answering even your own question as well.
Nice.
I don't know if we want to give an example of that, but we definitely can do that if you guys would like to.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea, Coach Ian.
So recently, I have really enjoyed this show that is on the CW, and it's called Batwoman. Like, they had one lady named Kat Kane, but they don't know if she's dead or alive now. And now they have this other lady. And I just love the women's empowerment that's in that show, because all of our lives, we've only seen Batman, but now we have a show called Batwoman. What's a show that you like to watch, Coach Emily?
At the moment, I'm really into, I like a lot of action movies, or I watch a lot of comedies. So I know I'm not giving a specific show because I'm kind of all over the board. I can't really commit to one right now, but I am into action and I like comedy. So that uplifts my spirits a little bit. Of
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I like comedy too.
Yeah, thanks. We have a common interest.
Yeah, you have a common interest. Nice. I like that little example. Coach Tommy, do you want to do an example with me?
Yeah.
All right. So, Coach Tommy, what did you do today?
Oh man, today I worked. I'm doing my classes through comprehensive distance learning, and we actually did a lesson on perspective taking today as well. I really like how this program and what I have going on at my day job it's really connected.
How many students do you have, Coach Tommy? That's my follow-up question.
So I actually I have 5 class periods each day, or well, in total, and in each of my classes I have between 8 and 12 students.
Wow, you're such a hard worker. Today, myself, I just worked on this presentation and I did some other business related stuff, and I went for a walk, really the first walk since the whole snowmageddon happened.
Oh man, that was so slippery.
Yeah. So we went through those little steps. Asked a question, I asked him a follow-up question, and then I answered my own question. Nicely done. Thanks, Coach Tommy.
Great job, Coach Tommy and Coach Mara.
Coach Ian.
It's time to practice. So we are going to play our favorite game that we can't wait to get to when we're in our classes. Of course, Coach Ian is very competitive and I hate to lose. So I always try to get them to keep the score. But the topics tonight that we're going to play with, and I hope that you guys that are watching on all of our different streams, on our live streams, you guys can type in the comments what yours are, and I will share them with the team. So it's Pet Me, Home Sweet Home, Well Weekend Fun, The Tube, Face the Music, Movies.
Oh, Coach Ian, I really hate to burst your bubble, but we're actually not going to play Jeopardy tonight.
I thought we were going. You know what?
What?
I'm upset.
I bet you are. This is just a sample. We can't give away the whole farm. We just
I understand. So those people, like I said, we're watching the comments. Why don't you guys tell us some things that you would like to talk about as we continue in this session? I'm watching the comments.
Perfect. Okay. And then at the end of the game, we'll have a large group discussion. We'll all come back together and offer these questions for reflection about what were your common interests? What could you do with that information if you were going to hang out with that person? So, for example, let's say like Coach Ian and Coach Emily, they both like comedies. Maybe they could have a watch party and watch a comedy together.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then where you might find people with common interests. And I've been busy culling resources for families to help them find other people who might share common interests. And then, social activities related to the interests. Very cool. It's very cool. We offer a lot of resources for families to be able to find common interests and develop friendships using the skills. And then the last part of the class, the last 5 minutes, we will reunify the Zoom rooms. So everyone comes together, we review the handout, we review what we did during the lesson, we review the handout, and then we send you off to practice the skills as facilitated via carryover by your parent or social coach.
That's one of the things that I really like about this program is that not only are we practicing the skills in a really safe environment, but then we're giving practice each week for students to generalize those skills at home.
You said a key word there, generalization, because it's one thing to be able to do it with our peers, but it's another thing to be able to do it with different people in different settings. And that's very important. I should be able to talk to Coach Emily, talk to Coach Tommy, talk to Coach Mara, and even to be talking to you viewers and be able to execute these skills.
Yes. Yeah, because they are skills that get better with practice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like you all to know about our free workshop that we have coming up on Monday. It goes from 5 to 7 Pacific time, and it's via Zoom. Please go to our website, www.irlsocialskills.com. IRL stands for in real life. And then speaking of in real life, we are crossing our fingers that we get to have an end of the session party at the end of the 16 weeks. I know, in real life.
That would be so nice.
Yes, so that would be really amazing. Yeah.
Hawaii.
Yeah, we're going in Hawaii. Yeah. Say that again, Coach Emily.
I said, just kidding. We'll probably meet in Portland. That would be cool.
Well, you can come to Hawaii.
I vote Hawaii.
I vote Hawaii on the company tab, right?
Right.
Yes, perfect.
Look, flight and hotel.
Nice. So just in closing, we're going to take some questions, but I wanted to have Tommy read this quote from Steve Silberman.
Yeah. Autism is a disability that can have advantages in the right situation and with the right support. And this is definitely something that we as a team wholeheartedly agree. People who are neurodiverse, they have, while they may struggle in one area, they have skills in other areas that are just really needed throughout society and in employment as well. And that is our number one goal, is that we are increasing the quality of life of every one of our students.
Yes, can't say that enough, that we're all very passionate about that. And we do recognize that, both groups, both neurotypical people and neurodiverse people need to enhance their skills.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing and then see if we have, we got lots of comments. I wasn't able to look at all those. Awesome. Okay. So, nice. Vanessa says, hi. Hi, Vanessa. She tuned in. Exacto. That means yes, exactly. Hi. Your sister, Mama Jamma.
That's my little sister. Hey, Maggie.
Yeah, to relate. So thank you for engaging. Nina Zara.
Oh, good. That's my coworker.
Oh, nice.
Hi, coworker.
Yes. Awesome. Thanks, Nina. She says, I will keep in touch for sure. Very interesting. Yeah, she loves to hear about more research. And you were just fine, Mama Jamma. Great. So, it was a little bit, the initial video was kind of choppy. But so anyways, so we are going to upload this to our Facebook page, to our YouTube channel, and we're going to share it out with people. We need to have at least 6 families per group for the teens, and then for the adults. So spread the word. If you're watching, spread the word. And we hope to see you soon.
Where can they find more information? One last little link tab.
Oh, yes, please. We're just gonna go to the website, www.irlsocialskills.com.
Yep.
Yes.
On Instagram at IRL Social Skills.
Mm-hmm. Facebook, IRL Social Skills.
Yeah, give us a Google, look us up. We'd love to work with you.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, y'all. We'll see you hopefully in real life. Okay. Bye.
Bye.